Hello everybody, Jediwarlock here, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today, I'm relaxing out here in the wilds of Feralus, and I wanted to take a little time and host a Q&A session to answer some of your questions about the channel and about me. I haven't done one of these since I hit 100 subscribers over a year ago, and it's pretty crazy to think about how much the channel has grown since then. It's been a little while since I hit 1,000 and even 10,000 subscribers, but I figured this would be a good week to take a break from WoW and do this type of video. Thanks to everyone who submitted a question, and if there are others that aren't mentioned here, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I'll answer them with a reply. So, with all that being said, let's get right into it. Starting off with, can we expect another hiatus when you go back to university? The answer to that question is hopefully not. I've been working with WoWmaster and a couple of my other WoW friends, and I've also been starting to stockpile some footage, so that's not a step that I'll have to do as much during the school year. I'm hoping that my connection to the server is going to be consistent, whether I'm at home or whether I'm at school, but really we'll just have to see on that. But hopefully no hiatus, and hopefully videos will keep coming out on a weekly basis. Are there going to be more geology videos? Yes, 100% yes. I want to make more of the WoW Rocks episodes throughout this summer. I'm hoping between 4 or 6 new ones total by the end of the summer. There's already 2 of those out now on Tenaris and the Howling Fjord. And so probably between 2 and 4 additional episodes coming out before the end of the summer, and even maybe during the fall and the rest of the school year, I'll also look into that. Are you a hardcore classic enjoyer? To a certain extent, yes. I enjoy watching people play hardcore, whether that's successes or fails. I watch a lot of clips on hardcore, and I enjoy seeing how players take their gameplay to the next level with that added challenge or that added difficulty. I think that it's not something that I'm personally as invested in, or it's not something that I personally want to try all that much, just because I'm a pretty casual player and I much more enjoy looking at the lore and the world and just going through the game and questing regularly instead of having to constantly stress about, oh man, am I going to lose all of my progress? Is all this going to be deleted if I make one little mistake? That kind of thing. And so all in all, it's probably not something that I'm going to jump into in the near future, but I do enjoy other people playing hardcore WoW, and it's something that, I respect people doing, and I think it's a cool added dimension to the game. On a related note, when official hardcore servers come out, how hard do you think it will be to find and actually raid with a raid group? I would definitely say it will be more difficult than on a traditional classic server. I'm not sure about the degree to which it's going to increase the difficulty. I really don't have a lot of experiences with raiding or hardcore raiding at all, and so I think that's something where time will tell, and we'll just have to see what the raiding economy is going to look like going forward into these official hardcore servers. What classic zone do you enjoy leveling the most? That is a very, very difficult question. I've spent over 11 years now playing classic WoW, and I've really gotten to know each zone pretty darn well, and so it's hard for me to pick just one. I think by default my answer has to be Elwynn Forest, just because of the nostalgia and the iconic quests, and just the iconic feel of the zone. I would say after Elwynn Forest, probably Duskwood. I actually have a video coming out sometime later this summer where I want to talk about the quests in Duskwood, because I think they're just so well formulated, and they tie all together really nicely as you go from level 20 to level 30 and beyond. I just think it's a really good progression and synthesis of the different quest lines, and so Duskwood would definitely be up there in terms of my highest ranked ones. Apart from Elwyn and Duskwood, I also think that the Ghostlands are one of my personal favorite zones. The Ghostlands is a zone that I made one of my very first WoW videos on over a year ago now, and I think I still agree with most of the things I said in that video. All of the quests tied together really nicely, and I just think it's a great way of introducing Horde players, or at least Blood Elf players, to the wider part of the game, or the rest of the game rather. And so for the time being, I think that will be my list. We have Elwyn Forest, Duskwood, and Ghostlands. There was a really loud helicopter that just went over, so hopefully I can cut that out of the video. But anyway, moving on, what is your favorite classic WoW quest line? That's on a similar note to the one I just answered. I think that I would really have to go with, again, one of the quests that stems from the human starting zones, or the whole starting human experience. I think I would either have to go with the Legend of Stalvin, the Abercrombie quest line, or the Missing Diplomat, which especially had a lot of importance in the story of Classic WoW, original Classic WoW. Those three are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. There are plenty other memorable ones, as I'm sure you all know, and a couple of those that I just mentioned I am going to be talking about in that upcoming video on Duskwood, and I might incorporate some pieces of other zones into that as well. Where is the arm reveal? It's right here. This is the arm reveal happening right now. What are you studying in college? I am studying science education at university, and I have 1 year left, which is pretty exciting. I plan to be a science teacher somewhere in the future, so that's something I'm looking forward to. And that's really the reason why I got into making the WoW Rocks geology videos on my channel as well. You know, education and geology and WoW are all passions of mine, and so all of those rolled into one are basically those geology episodes that I've been putting out for you all. So that's been kind of a fun project to combine a couple different areas of maybe not expertise yet, but interest. And yeah, hopefully going forward with a lot of those sort of episodes in the future. How have your thoughts on YouTube changed since you became monetized? So again, to repeat, I haven't made a Q&A video since I became monetized at 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm over 10,000. I'm sitting at about 11.5K, which is super cool. I never, ever in my wildest expectations of my YouTube channel, I ever thought I could get here. So that's pretty cool. I think since I became monetized, I've overall tried not to have too much change. And I know that's really not possible when, you know, hitting that threshold opens up so many more doors. But I think the biggest thing that changed was my attitude towards just the level that you are monetized once you become monetized. So what I mean by that is when I first started getting, you know, a little bit of money here and there from my videos, it was actually quite a bit more, or you know, the percentage at which you're paid is quite a bit more than I was expecting. To be honest, my entire goal, or one of my goals on YouTube, has just been to be able to say, hey, you know, I made 1 cent from a YouTube video. You know, I kind of beat the system. I won. And so obviously I've made a little bit more than that, which is really cool, but I wasn't expecting to. I thought I'd get, you know, a couple cents here and there, and then that would kind of be it. But it's been a little bit more than that, and so I've been pretty excited about that and happy about that. And while it's not anything more than a hobby for me, and I think it will always just be a hobby for me, which is just fine, I think it's kind of cool that the financial incentive being a little bit more than I thought it was going into this was kind of a surprise to discover, and it made me change a little bit about how I view YouTube. But again, it's not something I base my entire channel philosophy around, and overall I think it's kind of a minuscule part of why I'm making YouTube videos. Where do you see your channel going in the future? That's a question that I've been asking myself a lot recently, just as I learn new things and I try out new ideas and see what you all think of them. I think I'm just going to keep going in whatever direction seems best for me. I think the types of videos I've been making lately, they've been personally satisfying to me, and you all seem to be enjoying them, which is exciting. I think that instead of having one defined direction that I want to go in the future, I think it makes more sense just to kind of make videos as they come to me and keep making videos that fit my idea of what I want the channel to be, and really just kind of experience the slow evolution of the channel over time, right? I don't think it's very easy to say, oh yeah, my channel is going to go here, here, and here, and I'm going to jump right to that. I think it makes more sense for me to just kind of keep pushing forward and learning new things and trying new things, and we'll see what happens as a result of that. Recently, one thing that I've been trying to do is utilize one new technique or try one new thing with every video, and I think that's a good step that I'm going to keep trying to do moving forward. There's not anything specific or any specific category tied to that. So, for example, if that's learning how to do something new in my video editor, or approaching writing a script from a different angle, or any of those types of things that go into making a YouTube video, I think making small changes or small updates to all of those facets, I think that's going to be really what drives that new direction in my channel, or that's going to drive where my channel goes in the future. So I hope that answers that question. Moving on, what would you tell viewers who want to start a YouTube channel? I've actually had quite a few people who watch my WoW videos comment this or leave comments on different videos about this, and I'll tell you all today what I tell every single one of them, and that is, you should just go for it. And I know that might sound kind of daunting and unexpected or a lot to take in at once, but if you just go and start making videos, each time you do it, it's going to become easier, it's going to feel more natural, and you're going to find what works for you and what doesn't work, and you're going to evolve just like my channel did, and eventually you're going to be at a really good place where you have this hobby that you can turn to, and you can do it as often or as little as you'd like. And at the end of the day, it's a great way to just practice new skills and practice trying new things and showing them off to your viewers. I think, again, something that I'll add on to this is that you need to go into doing YouTube for the right reasons. I think that if you go into it expecting to make a lot of money, like as a side hustle kind of thing, I don't think that's a healthy mindset to have, especially if you're really wanting to put yourself first and also your viewers first. I think that if you approach it from more of the hobby perspective that I take, where you're really just wanting to share things with your viewers or share things and show things with like-minded people, then I think that's a really good mindset to have when you're wanting to make a YouTube channel. So if you have a couple of niches or one niche that you think you could really contribute to and offer some information on that maybe no one has taken that approach to, then I would say definitely go start a YouTube channel, start learning things, start figuring out how to present that information to your audience, and you will reap the rewards of that type of mindset as you go through the process. So of course, everybody starts YouTube channels for different reasons. However, it is my unprofessional opinion that if you're going to do so, I would highly encourage you to just make sure you are doing it for the right reasons. And with that, we have reached the end of our Q&A question list for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've stuck around until the end, again, if there's a question that I did not answer, please put it down in the comments and I will get to it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment down below with your thoughts, subscribe if you're new to join the Jedi Order, and until next time, may the Force be with you. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here.